One academically excellent young man went to apply for a managerial position in a big company. He passed a series of interviews with flying colors. Then the director was his last and final interview. The director discovered from the young man's CV that the youth's academic achievements were excellent, from the secondary school until postgraduate research, achieving excellent marks all the way through. The director asked, "Did you obtain any scholarships in school?" The youth answered, "None." The director asked, "Was it your father who paid for your school fees?" The youth answered, "My father passed away when I was 1 year old. It was my mother who paid for my school fees." The director asked, "Where did your mother work?" The youth answered, "My mother worked as a clothes cleaner." The director requested the youth to show him his hands. The youth showed him a pair of hands that were smooth and perfect. The director asked, "Have you ever helped your mother wash the clothes before?" The youth answered, "Never. My mother always wanted me to study and read more books. Furthermore, my mother can wash clothes faster than me." The director said, "I have a request. When you go back home today, I want you to clean your mother's hands, and then see me tomorrow morning." The young man felt his chance of landing the job was high. So he went back. He happily requested his mother let him clean her hands. His mother felt strange, happy, but with mixed feelings, showed her son her hands. The youth cleaned his mother's hands slowly. Tears fell as he did it. It was the first time he noticed that his mother's hands were so wrinkled, so callous, and there were so many bruises on her hands. Some bruises were so painful that his mother shivered when they were cleaned just with water. This was the first time the young man realized that it was these pair of hands that had washed clothes every day to enable him to pay his school fees. The bruises on his mother's hands were the price that the mother had to pay for his graduation, for his academic excellence, and for his future. After finishing the cleaning of his mother's hands, the young man quietly washed all the remaining clothes for his mother. That night, mother and son talked for a very long time. The next morning, the youth went to the director's office. The director noticed the tears in the youth's eyes and asked, "Can you tell me what you have done and learned yesterday in your house?" The youth answered, "I cleaned my mother's hands and also finished cleaning all her remaining clothes." The director asked, "Please tell me about your feelings." The young man said, "Number one, I know now what is appreciation. Without my mother, there would not be the successful me today. Number two, by working together and helping my mother, I only now realize how difficult and tough it is to get something done by yourself. And number three, I have come to appreciate the importance and value of family relationship." The director said, "This is what I am looking for in my manager. I want to hire a person who can appreciate the help of others, a person who knows the sufferings of others to get things done, and a person who would not put money as his only goal in life. You are hired." Later on, this young man worked very hard and received the respect of his team members. Every member worked diligently together as a team who supported each other fully. As a result, the company's performance improved significantly. Think of whose hands have made it possible for you to be where you are today. Maybe you can forward this Darren Daily with a note to tell them how much you appreciate their hands in helping shape your life. So, in honor of Mother's Day, I'd like to just say to all the mothers out there, thank you for your cervix. Hallelujah. We want to thank you for all the time that you let us just hang out in your living womb. Yes, thank you for the mammaries. I'm really milking this joke. You breast relief. Come on, this joke deserves a standing ovation. Ovation? Ovation. No, really. I think now I'm just egging you on. So, Nick excitedly tells his mother, Julie, that he's fallen in love and that he's going to get married. Nick says, "Just for fun, Mama, I want to bring over 3 women and have you try to guess which one I'm going to marry." Julie agrees. The next day, Nick brings 3 beautiful women into the house, sits them on the couch, and they chat for a while. Then Nick says, "Okay, Mama, Guess which one I'm gonna marry. Julie says immediately, that one there on the right. That's amazing, Mama. You're right. How did you know? Julie replies, because that's the one I don't like. Julie's gonna love that. Okay. And finally, a fun fact. In the United States, Mother's Day was originally gonna be on June 9th. However, they found out that sex results in the fewest conceptions on this day. Why? We don't really know. There doesn't seem to be any scientific explanation for why sex on 6/9 is the least fertile. Okay. Just jokes, people. Just jokes. Have a great weekend, everyone. See you on the flip side.